All right, we're going to cast on the American way because that's easier for right now. So in, around, back, and then have to slip another stitch on that way. So it's around, pull back through, turn around, go in with the left, and then tighten that up. Around, pull back, out, and then go with the left needle, and then tighten. Around, through, and from the left, and then tighten. Around, pull back, and then go from the left, tighten. Around with the right, and then in with the left. So we're going to have 10 stitches. Let's count them, see how many we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So now to knit, we're going to knit a row in the Continental way. So to get the tension, you take your left hand and go in with your little finger and then turn your hand and put your first finger like that. And then you create your tension and you grab on with the left hand to the left needle. So let me do that again. So take your little finger, grab the yarn, then turn your hand and grab it with your index finger. So it looks like that. Turn your hand around and then you have your tension right here. So now you're ready to do your first knit stitch in the Continental way. So I kind of use this middle finger as a tool to tighten. So you'll see when we do that. So the first stitch, you go from the right, wrap it around, use the right hand index finger to pull the yarn back and then slide it off. That's one stitch. Now we're going to do another pull back, slide off. That's another stitch. So this is kind of getting longer, so sometimes you just have to take your hand off and go in to tighten that tension again, that one. All right, so let's do another stitch. In, around, pull it back with this finger, and then slide off. We're halfway there. There we go. Still have pretty good tension in the left hand. And we're done with that row. Great, let's check it and see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to turn it around now. That was a whole row of knitting. And now we're going to do a row of purling. So with the purling, you just make sure you have the yarn in front of the left one. If we were going to knit again, the yarn would be back here on the other side, the far away side. So on the near side, you're going to do the same thing with the tension. You put your little finger in there and then your index finger and then grab it. The only difference this time is that it's in front of this needle. All right, so here we go. So when we purl, we go to the left, we go in, and then around, and slide off. Let's do that again. In, so we're going in from the left, and then we're going to use this middle finger kind of to push the yarn down and then slide it off. Still keeping this yarn in front. So I got to adjust the tension a little bit. And go from the left, around, push down with that finger, and then slide it off. To the left, around, and off. Left, around, and off. Can you see my whole hand? My whole left hand, she wants to see. Okay, so let's adjust that tension again. And so I'm really using that middle finger in the left hand to really push that yarn down when it goes around so that I can pull it back through. And one more stitch. Yep, and now let's look at the 2 rows to see what they look like. Not bad. So you can make it as tight or as loose as you want, but I think loose is better because your arms get fingers get really tired if you're knitting too tightly and with a lot of tension. You want to have it just relaxed. So let's stop right there and see if that